Hello, this is Aaron, KM4TQD in beautiful sunny coastal Georgia. Today we're going to be building a multi-band vertical. It is a non-resonant antenna, so it will require a tuner of some sort or a balun or what have you. I'm going to be using a tuner, but anyway, to get this project started, you're going to need some sort of a mast. In this case, it's going to be a chain link fence, top rail, pounded into the ground. And the PVC pipe is to go over to insulate it from the antenna. You're going to need some antenna brackets. You're going to need a way to attach radials to it. In this case, this is a grounding connection for an electrical panel, a bus bar that I had laying around in the junk pile. You're going to need two sections, a 10-foot conduit. You're going to need a 1/2 inch and a 3/4 inch piece of conduit. I had this laying around. And you're going to need a 102 inch CB whip. And for tools, you're going to need some various size hose clamps. You're going to need a Sharpie and a tape measure. And you're also going to need a drill and drill bit and some nuts and bolts or pins to pin these sections together. So the first thing to do is to take the 1/2 inch conduit and we're going to mark 18 inches. And I'll get back when I've done that. Okay, so I have made my mark. And you want to mark 18 inches from one side. Use your got a tape measure here. Use your tape measure. See if I can do this one-handed. I butt mine up against it and go over 18 inches. And now we're going to slide this conduit. Well, actually, we're going to slide this conduit into the 3/4 inch down to the mark. But first, you want to mark your 3/4 inch where your bolts will go. In this case, I think I'm going to do one maybe at 2 inches, maybe another one at 12 or 14, and I'll get back when I've marked my holes. Okay, I'm back. I've got my holes marked. I marked this one 3 inches from the end, and this is marked at the 14 inch mark. And this conduit here, we're going to take it and we're going to slide it into the 3/4 inch conduit, so you get an idea of where we're at so far. This is 1/2 inch conduit, and this other piece down here is 3/4 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this in, and I'll do this. I'm doing this off camera because I'm recording with an iPhone and I can't do this one-handed, so just bear with me. Okay, we're back. 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch, excuse me, is slid down. I've got my mark right there. I'm just going to slide it as such. Now, this 1/2 inch conduit is in here 18 inches. Remember, we have holes marked at 3 inch, and I believe that's 14. You're going to drill this conduit out through both pieces, and you're going to bolt these sections together. You can use pins, you can use bolts and nuts. You could probably weld it together if you want to. I'm going to use bolts and nuts, so I'm going to drill these out. I'm going to put these in a vise. I'm going to drill them out, and we will go from there. And I will show you when I get them drilled. When I get them drilled, I will come back and show you what they look like. I have this in the vise. I wanted to show you a trick. I saw this on Facebook. I don't know if it works, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to take a crescent wrench and I'm going to secure it to the pipe. And well, you probably can't see down in there, but I have this lined up with my mark. That's going to be my guide for my drill bit. So that's what we're going to do now. Okay. I have the holes drilled. I'm going to enlarge these a little bit, but you see why we did what we did. Now with the holes drilled, we can mark the inside piece and drill those. So we're going to do that. I drilled through the 3/4 inch conduit very easily with the pipe wrench trick, and we're going to repeat the same process again. Okay, I've drilled my holes, and I drilled them out to one quarter inch holes in both the pipes, and we're going to secure them together with some nuts and bolts. Stand by. KM4 TQD. Really liking this so far. It's been a blast to put together. Only been working at it for about 10 minutes, so if you have the parts, you can build this in under 45 minutes. And real interested to see how it performs. We'll do some on-air tests soon. All right, first injury of the project. Nicked my thumb with a drill bit here, but I had to re-drill this one hole. The holes were slightly off. What I recommend you do is get one bolt through, and if you have to re-drill a hole, do it that way. And let me see if I can do this one-handed. Not looking like it, but anyway, you want to get your bolts in there, get them secured, then we'll move on to the next step. Stay tuned. KM4 TQD. Okay, yeah, got these bolts mounted in. You can see they go through there, thanks to my wonderful grandfather Andy. Say hey, Andy. Oh, out here building antennas, there's nothing like it. Okay, now we're going to attach the whip antenna to the top, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. Okay, walking back to the antenna here. This is the bottom section. I'm going to grab my tape measure. You're going to need a Sharpie, and we'll walk to the top here. And from right here at the very tip, you're going to mark back 12 inches. And I'm going to do that, and we'll get back to you. Okay, you can see the mark. I've marked 12 inches, and you're going to hose clamp here and here your 102-inch whip. I'm going to move this antenna where you can see it better. And also, you're going to want to put a hose clamp at the very bottom for the feed point. And I'm going to get that done, and I will come right back again, and we will be done. The only thing left to do will be to put the mast in the ground and attach some radials. And yeah, we'll be ready to get it on the air here shortly. KM4 TQD. Okay, here's a completed antenna, 26 foot long. Got the CB whip hose clamped in place and following the antenna down. I think it'll do quite nicely. I'm going to mount this pole in the ground, soft piece of PVC, and get it ready to go. Okay, we're almost done. KM4 TQD. Okay, pipe is in the ground. Most of it is buried, and it is sturdy. It ain't going nowhere. You can just use a couple sledgehammers to do that. Here's the antenna. I'm going to go cut my PVC pipe to length, and we'll mount it. Okay, here's the feed point to the antenna. It's just a bare shield and center held together by a hose clamp. And there's my radial attachment there on the shield side, and it just dangles down. Doesn't touch anything, I don't think. But anyway, that's what we're working with. We'll check back in a minute. Okay, here's the radial field laid out. It just spreads out the dirt garden here. Nothing grows out here, so perfect spot for radials. So, all right, time to do some on the air testing. Be right back.